Okay, so today we're talking about the Bengaluru Metro, but probably not in the way you think. We're not here to talk about traffic. We're going to look at how it's actually reshaping the entire city's future. Let's dive in.
So let's just get this out of the way right now. People think metros are there to solve traffic. They're not. If that's what you're waiting for, you're kind of missing the point. The real power of a metro, you see, isn't about clearing up jams. It's about deciding where the city itself is going to grow next. It's literally steering investment in population.
All right, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll bust what I'm calling the metro myth. Then, we'll get into this idea of nodes of economic gravity. After that, we'll actually trace the growth corridors across the city, look at a huge idea called the predictability shift, and finally, tie it all together with the ecosystem flywheel.
Okay, Section 1, the metro myth. We're challenging a really common assumption here. The big idea is to stop thinking about traffic and start thinking about how the metro is a tool for planned growth.
And that leads us right into our next big concept, nodes of economic gravity. This is where certain metro stations stop being just, well, stops and start acting like powerful magnets for business.
So what exactly do I mean by economic gravity? It's actually a pretty simple principle. When a place suddenly becomes way easier to get to, especially a key junction, guess what happens? Commercial investment, talent, and real estate development, they all get pulled right in.
Okay, this is super important. A regular station, it's good. It improves access along a single line. But a junction station, that's a whole different animal. It doesn't just improve access, it multiplies it. Why? Because it connects multiple corridors. And here's the kicker. It connects multiple talent pools. And you have to remember, companies aren't chasing cool office buildings. They are chasing access to talented people. That's the real currency.
All right, so that's the theory. Now let's see how this is actually playing out on the ground. We can literally trace these growth corridors and watch this principle of economic gravity reshaping Bengaluru as we speak.
First up, let's look at the Whitefield corridor on the Purple Line. For what feels like forever, Whitefield has been this huge, isolated tech island. Well, the metro changes everything. It's like someone finally built a bridge, plugging it straight into the rest of the city.
And we're talking about massive office anchors here. You've got ITPLE, Prestige Shantiniketan, Brigade Tech Park, some of the biggest names in the game. Before the metro, getting to these places was a nightmare. Now, talent from all over the city can reach them, which makes the demand for office space there incredibly stable.
Okay, next up, Puram, and the eastern part of the Outer Ring Road, the ORR. This is without a doubt one of India's most critical office corridors. But its Achilles heel has always been accessibility.
I mean, look at these names. Embassy Tech Village, RMZ EcoWorld. We're talking about a massive concentration of jobs. The metro is now the lifeline that connects this economic engine to all the places people actually live. It's solving its single biggest problem.
And for our last case study, let's head north to Hebbal. This area used to be seen as, the outskirts, almost an afterthought. But the metro is completely flipping that script, pulling it right into the city's economic core.
You've got huge job centers here like Maniata Tech Park. By linking these places to the city center and to the airport corridor, the metro isn't just improving the area, it's transforming it from an outpost into a prime economic hub.
Okay, so we've seen how the metro supercharges commercial development. That's the first big wave. But that wave creates a second one, and it's just as powerful. It completely changes how people decide where to live.
So yeah, it's the obvious next question, isn't it? If all the jobs are popping up along these new metro lines, where are all the people who work there going to live?
And the answer, it turns out, it's incredibly simple, and it has to do with creating a life with less stress. Residential growth follows one core rule. People choose to live where their commute becomes predictable.
And listen carefully here, because this is the key. It's not about a shorter commute. It's about a predictable one. Think about it. Knowing your trip is going to take 45 minutes every single day, rain or shine, that's so much more valuable than a commute that's 20 minutes one day and a soul-crushing 90 the next. Predictability is peace of mind.
And you can see this trend creating different outcomes all over the city. Take Whitefield. Now that it's connected, we're seeing people shift from just renting to actually buying homes and putting down roots. Over on the ORR, it's no longer just for a transient workforce. Families are moving in. And up in North Bengaluru, people are making long-term investments, betting on the future growth of that area.
Okay, so we've got the office boom and the housing shift. Now, let's put it all together and see how these pieces create this powerful, self-reinforcing loop we're calling the ecosystem flywheel.
It's simple, really. Once a critical mass of people moves into an area, what follows? Retail and social infrastructure. Think malls, schools, hospitals. They don't lead the charge, they follow the people. And once they're there, they lock the whole ecosystem in place, making the neighborhood feel complete.
So here it is, the full loop. Step 1, the metro improves access. That drives office growth. That attracts talent, people, which then sparks housing demand. Then the retail and services move in, which locks it all down. And that just makes the area even more attractive for businesses and people. And the whole loop starts again, getting stronger each time.
So, at the end of the day, if you remember one thing, let it be this. A metro doesn't just move people from point A to point B. Its real, true power is that it completely redistributes a city's economic gravity.
And that leaves us with the final question for you. Bengaluru's growth isn't random. It's not chaos. It's expanding along these clear lines of connectivity. So now that you can see the lines the metro is drawing, can you see where the city is going next?